Happy holidays, my food mood friends. Welcome. I'm going to do a little food and mood holiday series this month with some extra episodes on specifically food. It's like the food season, right? It's December, it's the holidays, it's the time when there's a lot of light during the day and there's fires at home and it's a nice place to be inside eating comforting foods, right? So today, this video, I want to talk about how to choose comfort foods.
Welcome! Here is your hostess and coach, Chandra Zas, helping people make food and mood changes doable without missing out. Go ahead, high five that like button, subscribe and share while you're there.
So today, I want to talk about how to choose comfort foods that serve your health. So there is an aspect that food is comforting. Our brains are wired to feel comfort when we eat food. It's what's driven us and helped our ancestors survive by going after food and receiving the reward of pleasure when we go after food. It's like a survival instinct. So there's something to, even the movement of bringing our hand to our mouth is comforting. It's one of the most comforting things. You pacify a kid, you suck on your thumb, whatever it is, it's comforting to bring things to our mouth. It's a very soothing thing, soothing movement. And in our modern world of all of our modern day foods that have just been invented recently, there's a lot of foods that feel really good to put in our mouth that don't necessarily serve our health or serve our gut health or even serve our mental health.
Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm in the Dead Sea floating in the water. Go ahead and like and share and follow so we can keep in touch.
So there is a way to address and fill this need for comfort. And in the wintertime, we often want more comfort. It's sometimes we're sick. It's also like a season where we go inward and we're more reflective. And so there's a natural tendency to want to go towards comfort foods. So there's a way to choose comfort foods that actually don't harm us, that still give us that kind of emotional and maybe even physical and maybe even physiological comfort, that don't make us feel bad afterwards, that don't give us headaches or belly aches or make us gain weight or make our insulin levels and our sugar levels go high. So there's a way to choose foods that still comfort us, that still serve that purpose without the harm. So that's the magic of this. So one of the best tricks that I can give you is to think about when you're going for a comfort food is if you can remember and if you can think of, and this is one of the most magical pieces, when we can connect the dots of how foods make us feel after. Because most of us just think about how they feel in the moment. And sugar and flour, they feel really good. We get this big dopamine hit when we eat sugar and flour. It feels really good, right? But they don't make us feel good an hour later or a day later. So there are comfort foods, like my favorite comfort foods are baked sweet potatoes or roasted in the oven sweet potatoes. I love these. And they feel they're very comforting to me. I feel very soothed. They're even like a potato. If you think about a potato, it's grounding. So it kind of has that heavy, grounding energy. And I don't feel bad afterwards. I don't feel bad an hour later. I don't feel bad I don't feel bad the next day. I just feel that sweet, grounded comfort, even relaxed, all of the carbs, the whole grain rice, the sweet potatoes, any kind of carb helps give us this relaxed sensation. The trick is not having the refined carbs, because the refined carbs are what our body doesn't really know how to process, and that's what makes us feel off and weird and wreaks havoc in different systems of our body depending on what your sensitivities or weaknesses are, genetic weaknesses. So think about which foods still have that sweet, grounded, kind of calming, relaxing energy that don't give you the bellyache or the headache or the indigestion. So generally those are going to be whole foods. They're going to be whole grains. They're often going to be carbs, because carbs do have a relaxing sensation. And they're also going to be oils. Our body feels really relaxed and nourished when we eat oils. So you can create and make foods that have this carb quality and this oil quality and salts. All salts are also like, this is like a really yummy combination. One of my favorite comfort foods is popcorn. I call it like my bachelorette meal. When I'm eating alone by myself or with just me and my little one, I'll make a big batch of popcorn, put a whole bunch of olive oil, a lot of olive oil in it, because when you put a lot of oil with carbs, it tastes really good. Like our mouths and our brain love it, and it also helps the carbs digest slower. So whenever I eat carbs, I always eat a lot of oil with my carbs. Olive oil is amazing, ghee is amazing. And then on the popcorn, I put nutritional yeast and salt, and it's really nice, comforting, and also it doesn't harm my health and it serves my health. It's a great food to eat. So I hope that helps you understand how to think about how to choose comforting foods that serve your health, that don't, and they serve our health in a way that they help us solve that need for comfort and that wintertime, that nourishing, comforting thing. And the biggest trick is that they're not harming our health. The other thing that's really, really comforting, if you think about comfort foods, soup. Soup is one of the most comforting foods. It's really soothing on the belly. It's soothing on the digestive tract. It gives us that warmth internally, that relaxing, slowing down. Like, food is medicine if you treat it that way, and if you really think about what is an energetic quality that I want from a food, and then realizing, okay, there's different categories. There's the whole food version of this energetics that's going to give me a long-term feel good, and then there's the short-term energetics of a food that's generally the processed foods. They make us feel that comfort in the moment, but then we have that lull and we pay that price. So think about the qualities of nourishing foods. You got soups, you got carbs. Sweets are also comforting. I would recommend highly to choose whole foods, whole fruits, and stay away from the concentrated sugars that make our insulin levels go like this and crazy. So I hope that helps you. I recommend choosing foods that give you that long-term energy, that comforting in the moment and without the cost. And I'll be back a few more times this month with some more videos on food and the holidays. And please go ahead and like and subscribe and share if you want some more. And thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.